have a lot of boxes checked. You have good scaling, tower damage coming up from the Beastmaster as well. Pango. Mikey is going to be playing against the Invoker. It's going to be, in the end, seems like Quas-Vex Invoker, maybe like a point in Exort just to have that little bit of oomph on the side lanes. You have Ensnare, you have later on Legion Commander with the dual shard block plus a snowball also is set up for it. But Invoker, ever since the changes, like you need to build into some extra region of your own. So there's going to be like a bracer. And then I think Pango overall just does better now that he did before. Even though like Shield Crash, it is still dispellable, it feels really nice against Invoker. So like playing in the Tornado might get dispelled, but I think you put a lot of pressure on Invoker nowadays because he doesn't have that extra region.
Yeah, we'll see how well the Invoker ends up doing, and if we're going to see any fighting coming into this first little bit here. Hanskin just looking over at this bounty rune with Charlie, so let's see who grabs it. Ooh, good flame break, and
S4 snatches it.
He's in some trouble and is going to get run down here with the EMP, and first blood going to the Invoker. Maybe not the combination you want to be giving away, especially first blood to the mid laner.
A good start for him. That's immediately Bracer bot on Chuen. EMP level 1 is so strong. It's like 100 max mana burned, and the burn damage is like 60, especially later on. Shard on Invoker, especially mid Invoker, it does feel really good nowadays because you build into later on into some right click since you're being a universal hero.
Man, Chuen, he just, he had broken into the scene, I would say, with Aster. And I really thought there was going to be a lot there for him in terms of where his career was going from Aster, but that was also during a time where they were going through mids like candy. They went through Chuen, they had Love You, Love Me, they had D-Stones play for that team, and he's now ended up here against Alliance, or on Alliance, and it's just, I'm happy to see him back, but interested to see how he does here against Mikey.
So far, so good.
And Mind Control actually taking a lot of damage from this Bat Rider. Flame Break's coming in, and he's not exactly having a free time in this offlane. Already that 1,000 net worth lead for the side of Alliance.
First blood, and I believe they picked up 3 bounty runes. Plus also lanes are going well, yeah. S4, also very cool set. What is that sword on S4? Never seen it before. Looks really nice.
Forget how to do the showcase mode without the little button there now. But S4, a little bit low as Yuma on this Faceless Void, just trying to stand his ground at the moment. He's 7-1. But things for Charlie are pretty open. Like, that Rider's giving him all the space that he wants.
They're going to make a new lane for themselves with Hanskin and GH.
Well, there was that rumor we were waiting for the patch that there was going to be like dedicated jungling, right? And they're doing it right here. They're improvising.
Hey, who was waiting on it? No one was waiting to see like a jungle.
Well, nobody was waiting on it, but there was like rumor that they like added jungler in the strings or whatever. I forget what it's called, but like before the patch came out, everybody's like, oh, they might be reintroducing a jungler or something like that.
Oh, they don't need to introduce it. Your carry goes 0-2. That's a jungler straight away.
At least the jungle is kind of kind to people these days.
Yeah. Using time wall, getting away from the trouble. Charlie's the big one. He's the biggest winner so far of the laning stage, sitting at 15-5.
Yeah, everybody on the side of Alliance is actually CSing really well. It's been a struggle for Nigma in all 3 lanes, and you can see just the pressure they're putting on all these lanes is really forced. Yuma hasn't gotten a CS in a while. He's 11-1. Charlie's got it wide open. Now finally Mikey's topped the chart in CS. As Yuma losing that courier, and it's going to make things go from bad to worse.
We'll need some extra healing. There's a lot of tangos on Kuroki, 5. So he's going to be healing Yuma in the bottom lane. But Charlie, again, completely uncontested as Naga Siren. His courier did die, but so far so good. And same goes for Invoker. That little bit of extra gold that he got from the first blood. Give him a great start. 22-3 at the moment.
Early earn here for him. He's going into the Midas. We see that a lot. Midas, of course, a very popular item at the moment. Recovery and or just pushing yourself ahead. Each, again, just eating this damage from this Bat Rider. Not being that fun for him. And that's a good tornado. Mikey's not going to be able to get over to the water rune.
Hanskin's making a move, so no water rune, no bottle refill for Mikey.
Yeah.
He would definitely want someone to die from his team so he can actually get a refill.
He'd love to get that refill in the bottle, but not happening at the moment. And Invoker's now level 5 to his 4. Roll hits onto the Bat Rider, but takes out GH's Courier before that. So another Courier kill for the side of Alliance.
And another one. Hanskin gets one more.
Wow.
So 70 gold times 5. That's easy 350.
Pablo helping to get that kill over bottom, and they take out Yuma. Alliance is just dominating the game, and the roll is in between both Charlie as well as Hanskin. So GH just not connecting and not really calibrating just yet in terms of what they can get out of this game on Nigma, but it's been all Alliance so far.
Yeah, really hot start for them. This is exactly the start they needed. You know, starting in the lower bracket, your first showing, it needs to be good to build some confidence. So laning stage-wise, really nice stuff from Alliance already. I mean, throughout the DPC, they also had, like, I would say some good laning stages, but then they, like, threw a lot of their games. And not sure if it's going to happen here, but so far the pressure has been on
good
point.
Charge.
And bottom,
Kuroki's in trouble. Blood grenade and a kill for S4. And they're even looking over at Yuma. Bad creeps pushing in a little bit more. They probably would have dove that tower. And Hanskin's on GH. And you can see Charlie coming over, maybe looking for some help. They've got themselves the flame break. Good to get in front of the roll from GH. And Hanskin helping to create that opportunity there to get the kill.
Mikey, he's low on mana. His bottle did not get refilled. And look at the supports from Alliance. Both of them come in mid to secure the rune again. So Mikey doesn't get a refill. At least Kuroki will TP after that death and refill his bottle. But still not going to be enough. EMP constantly causing problems on Topango.
Tornado EMP, good shards. Kuroki in trouble once again. Flame Break's going to push him back, and they've got another kill.
That's a melee oracle right there.
Oh boy, GH
very
also
aggressive.
Has to be very careful. This has not been fun for Nigma, and the net worths are showing just a big split between the three cores.
Yeah, this also opens up the side lanes for Alliance, because Charlie, he's getting some solo levels, level 6 already on Naga Siren. S4 needs like 2 waves to get level 6. Look at Charlie, how aggressive he is.
Behind, and yeah, you can see the aggression coming in from Charlie. Mikey comes over, Hanskin's here. They go to the Rolling Thunder, but they've got the snowball. They'll get the kill into mind control. Charlie thinking about coming back over, but GH with the roll.
And down. Pablo knows the
Thunder
spot.
Continuing, and they may not be able to save Hanskin. They finally get a kill, but Charlie and Pablo kind of wonder how far they're going to be willing to go, but they've got some help here coming through with the Invoker. So EMP with the Tornado, and they're going to get another kill on this Pango and a roll in from GH, but just a bit too far. They don't want to chase and go for anything more, but maybe they could just wrap around and get mind control. Why not?
I mean, this is already a disaster for Nigma Galaxy. Could have been even worse if they managed to pick up XP rune. They're going in again. Pablo, he TP'd bottom, picks up the XP rune. Now Legion Commander is level 6. If Yuma shows up on the lane, he's dead. Like, with the 2 points in tag team, 2 points in snowball, they could just burst him. Phase boots on Legion Commander, so needs to be careful.
So Yuma already forced the jungle here. GH is going to spot Hanskin again, but he's got help from the Invoker. So Tornado EMP, no more mana left, and it's an easy kill once again. GH is going to fall, and this early urn is working out. And he's almost got this Midas. Like, this Invoker is having a great game, and you can take a look at the top of the net worth, too. Charlie is wide open, and he's almost got himself a Yasha with the treads picked up.
Lanes are bleeding too much for Nigma Galaxy. They need to fix them. Like, the first Pango rotation didn't result in pretty much anything other than his death. And mind control again, level 5, not level 6. Maybe with Roar could have been a different story, but needs a lot of TP rotation to help him out.
In Hanskin under the tower, but he's gonna try and at least get mind control. Unable to happen though, so he'll die for the second time. Yuma gets a kill there, which is very important considering he is just about 2,000 net worth behind this Naga Siren.
They want Kuro. Pablo, they might get the dual damage because of the block. Snowball, if Legion Commander's following, and he is. Snowball is there.
Got the snowball, pulls him in. And then we'll get this duel and get the duel damage. So overwhelming odds over him. Then the duel. Now Mikey coming over. Chrono on a 2. They'll start the Rolling Thunder that starts at the end of the Chrono. The roll comes in. This would be a good pair of kills here for the side of Nigma Galaxy. Pablo trying to run towards the EMP, but he just doesn't have enough life to survive to get to that point. And 2 kills there for Nigma Galaxy. They start to pull back the net worth deficit just a touch.
Yeah, nicely placed Chrono from Yuma, catching them on the edge, and also nicely timed Rolling Thunder from Mikey. Gets the bounce, gets the swash afterwards. Perfectly executed. This is what they need to come back into the game. Like, first usage of the Chrono, they got more than they expected, probably.
Yeah.
Getting 2 big kills from it.
Yeah, Yuma gets a pair of kills, and like that's a good amount of gold to get him back into it. He leads the net worth on his side of the game, but still, he's far away from what Charlie's got. Charlie is way farmed. He's almost got 6,000 net worth just 10 minutes into the game. Tornado comes through with the EMP, and there's a swashbuckle up out of the high ground. No level 6, though, for the Bat Rider just yet. They've got the snowball to follow it up, so they'll stay with this Pangolier and get another kill.
Pablo has been on point, involved in 8 out of 10 kills, roaming around, getting the levels, making stuff happen on the map. Now they can maybe start to pressure this mid tower with the catapult. Hanskin trying to get some levels for him, but seems like they want a bigger kill. They want someone bottom. Yuma is farming in the jungle, low on mana, relatively low on HP as well. If they get another duel, that's going to be guaranteed duel damage.
By the way, Pablo going for a blink dagger, so he's looking to have that sustained control where you blink in, punch, snowball, shard. And I mean, that with, truthfully, the Legion commander is going into the early blade mail. I could see the duel damage really starting to pile up if they start walking around as a duo. Mikey comes over, thinking about the Rolling Thunder, but press the attack from S4. He starts to run. They go over mid, they find Kuroki, and they've got the tornado that lands even under the tier 1 tower, and there's no safe spot for him.
The Alliance, very aggressive. As soon as Kuro showed on the mid lane, they immediately ping it out. They swap from bottom to the mid lane. Pablo makes another rotation. They grab the kill. Blade mail completed on Legion Commander. They need someone else to play with Legion Commander. Or they... Oh, look at this setup. Song into dual blade mail.
Yeah, that's with the blade mail. There's the duel, and this should be easy duel damage. And it will be. S4 now sitting at 20 duel damage at just 12 minutes into the game. So he's starting to really get it to pile on. He's gone double bracer phase blade mail, and he's just going to take the twin gates back over bottom. Why not?
Man, Alliance, very crisp with the execution in the first 12 minutes of the game. Making no mistakes whatsoever.
Got it.
Just have not really been able to make it work on the side of Nigma Galaxy. They've been playing off that Chrono. They're looking for the Maelstrom from Yuma, and that's really when he's going to start to be able to maybe farm a little bit more efficiently. But the map's closing down with how aggressive Alliance are playing.
Yeah, problem is GH is still level 5. You would definitely want to have Magnetize. 12 minutes into the game. Had some Urn of Shadow charges. They were thinking about smoking, but also showing both of the heroes are right underneath the Observer ward.
So TP's come through. Yuma's here with GH again, only level 5. They see S4 for the moment. I don't know if they'd really kill him with the double bracer already in the blade mail. Like, he's got 1,500 health. Pretty hard to kill this early on. He's going for the blink dagger next, and he's already 1,200 gold into that. Tusk almost has his own blink dagger, like we were talking about earlier.
Very close to it. 500 gold away. Has Trust to Shovel 1-2 bounty runes that he manages to dig from it, and that's going to be blink very early on.
Beastmaster. So, mind control going into that Ags to start. Looking to get those drums of Salam.
Wants to have some AoE to deal with the Naga Siren and the illusions. He's like relatively tanky with the Vanguard. Maybe some extra save coming out from Earth Spirit, from Oracle as well. We could see him survive for a long duration in a team fight. Halfway there, 2 components of the Aghanim Scepter completed on MC.
Yeah, picks up that point booster now. He's 2,000 gold away. He's kind of given a little bit of space since that just consistent pressure that was coming through in the top lane for that minute and a half earlier in the game. But it's a 6,000 net worth lead for the side of Alliance. Like, how far behind is too far behind?
This is a big advantage for them. Naga Siren, she's not online yet. I was thinking maybe Invoker can pick up something like Orchid for this game, but seems like that's going to be Charlie's item. It really depends on the game. Naga Siren, sometimes you'll see them pick up like Heart as a second item. This is the safest way to play Naga Siren, where you're like, okay, I can't really die. They have limited amount of damage. But if they want to keep this aggression, if they want to threaten a kill on Oracle, onto Pango, Faceless Void, pre-BKB, before you can get any dispels off, that's going to be pretty massive. And we see Tusk picking up Blink Dagger, so I assume they're going to smoke and try to look for a kill right now.
They caught the scan of the Legion Commander, so S4, he's just going to run it back, though. I don't think they're connecting on that, yeah. Croaky thinking about a blink. A little bit surprising to me.
Wants to keep the distance. He knows that you play Oracle, your positioning needs to be top tier. You will get focused down. Naga Siren, Illusions, Blink Duel, Invoker, Tusk with the Blink Dagger. Everyone wants to kill you before the fight starts.
I'm just concerned about him getting that gold.
Yeah, he's looking. He's looking into that Blink Dagger. This is me coming into the Force store and just
oh boy.
When they ask me like which model do you like, I'm like, I'm just checking the prices to see what you guys got.
Yeah, it's like me walking into a suit store. I'm like, oh, this one looks nice. They don't even want to like waste their time talking to me. Yuma, show me owner, then BKB. See if he commits to that completely, considering the disadvantage.
It really depends how the next like one, maybe even two fights are gonna go.
Looking mid.
Another tornado mid.
Yeah, Mikey in trouble. They'll get the duel. They'll get the victory. The Chrono's not in time to get the save. It's a Chrono on 3, but where's the follow-up? Like, it just is non-existing. They had the defusal on the Pangolier. If he was still alive, maybe they could have gotten something out of it, but he would have been into the Chrono anyway. So now Chrono's down, and if you're Alliance, you know there's not that big lockdown. You're free to do whatever you want.
This is a free tower.
Radiant's middle tower.
Morris Punch, GH. He's in trouble. They've got the lasso. They have the control and another kill. Like I said, they're free to just put the pressure on. This is a 9,000 net worth lead for Alliance. They can do whatever they want with the game in the moment.
I could see them going Grosh in the next minute or two. They know that there's no Chrono. They have definitely more than enough damage, alacrity, 3 points in tag team. There's definitely enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mike Control doing his thing. He's at least getting a little bit of farm. He got himself those drums of Salam with the Axe pickup. But, you know, with him having this space, it's not exactly like everybody else had space either. And Mikey's had a couple of just very important deaths, and it's slowed him down immensely. Like, he is so far behind the Invoker.
Really is. Hanskin's like close to Mikey's net worth at the moment.
So much gold for the Bat Rider.
Radiant's bottom
They're still looking. They want to take a fight without Chrono. That's the big tool. I guess they want to use Drums of Slum being available on Mind Control, and he's going to start slumming in the top lane.
They're looking towards top, but Charlie already left. And he was the only one who was up there for a moment.
You're going to trade tier 1 tower for tier 2 tower. Not, I'm no expert but in trading, but doesn't seem like a good deal for Nigma Galaxy.
You get tier 1 while we get tier 2. Not exactly equal. And there's that tier 2 going down. So
Mind Control just aggressively TP'd in.
Yeah, that's interesting. The Invoker's right behind this Naga Siren. And again, they've got Song, but he's going to completely avoid them and TP towards top. Charlie's been playing this perfectly. Like, he has just avoided any pressure that has come through. Not that there's been much, but the few there has been, the few moments of it, he's completely avoided it.
Oh,
and they still want to go.
Yuma avoid this one. Doesn't seem like he can. Aggressive blink in.
Yeah, there's the duel. Snowball comes in. Walrus Punch is there, and they've got another kill. This one's going to be on the Faceless Void, and more duel damage now at 56 for S4. This has just been slaughtered. Tusk is going for the Ags. So he's got that blink. He's going for the Ags, like you said. Nagalike's going for the heart. It comes after the Orchid that you were talking about.
This Orchid will give them some extra kill threat on Faceless Void, on Pangolier, before he gets anything. Like Oracle, he needs to do so much. Like, he needs to be everywhere, dispelling things, saving people with the False Promise. Not an easy game for Oracle by any means.
It felt like it could have been an easy game for the, or not an easy game for the Oracle, an easier game for the Oracle when we were in the draft. But with the lanes breaking down as horribly as they did for Nigma Galaxy, the pressure to just be perfect for Oracle, for really everybody now, is just pretty immense. Like, Kuroky's got that Philly Stone, big boy Philly, trying to get that Blink Dagger, and maybe he will with some time, but again, compared to the supports of Alliance, who are ultra farmed, it just doesn't look that great. They haven't slowed down. Like, they've continued to farm, they've continued to find those kills, and Mind Control walking over with GH. Maybe they can get something of their own. They've got a lot of heroes in this general vicinity, but they were walking through some ward vision, and Huntsman's going to be able to just stay safe. Any pressure that Nigma Galaxy have put on has either been answered or avoided.
There's always going to be like at least one lane pushing in, because Naga Siren's going to take care of that. Then you'll have Invoker using his abilities, sending down Forge Spirits. If he shows here, they might jump him. S4, he's ready to go.
Looking for the duel, gets it, roll off the mark again. Sunstrike looking for the victory, and there's another one. 84 dual damage for S4. Tornado comes in again. They've got the Time Walk as well as the Time Dilation, but the Snowball hits on a Yuma. They look over at Pablo and put the Spirit Vessel on him. The Chrono's going to be committed onto the Invoker, but they've got the Song, and they've got the save, but the Primal Roar, and the damage. Can they finally get the Invoker? No, not yet. Time Walk still looking, but he gets Invis. He gets away. Kuroky's going to die. They've got the lasso on a Yuma. They'll get the kill on a 3-4 heroes now on Nigma Galaxy gone. S4 to the Spirit Vessel will die. Mind Control's the last one alive on the side of Nigma Galaxy, but Charlie trying to stand his ground and fight.
Really low.
He's low. They're slamming over here, and they need to be careful. The Hawk hits on a Pablo, and these heroes on the side of Alliance are low. They need to just run away as they get what they came for and some more.
Ooh, like this fight, if they have a couple of extra rounds of Swashbuckle, if he like doesn't die immediately, you could see Nigma Galaxy punching back. Like, most of the damage coming out in the fight was from Beastmaster, like 8,000 damage coming out from him. Like, that's almost the exact damage coming out from the whole Alliance squad, so...
That is
Drums
insane.
of Slum, still really good ability, and now he's building into aura items so to be like more survivable. With Pipe has 20 magic wand charges, going into Guardian is just a recipe of A.
Now, does that give you a glimpse of a potential timer that's on this Alliance lineup? They've got not Siren, like they've got late game.
They definitely do. This fight, it's gonna be with Charlie having Heart, so gonna have that extra region. Chronospheres have not been on point. Like, there hasn't been a single good Chrono in this game where... I mean, there was one when they caught like 2 of them at the start, but other than that, it's a difficult one. You have 3 melee heroes in the team. Oracle doesn't deal damage inside Chrono. He wants to keep the distance, and now they're gonna go inside the Roche Pit, take care of the business, give this Naga Siren Aegis. I don't even know if she needs it, to be honest. Like, she's super tanky. I don't think they can burst her down from 100 to 0, even in the Chrono, but seems like they want to play it safe, give it to Naga Siren, maybe threaten the high ground with the first Aegis even, considering the amount of lead that they have.
When you consider the item difference, like, Void's just got Maelstrom, BKB. Meanwhile, Naga Siren, Orchid, Heart, Manta, now an Aegis, going into the Bloodthorn. Like,
Yeah, you don't have to do him dirty like that.
Sorry. It's a 7,000 net worth difference. It's a lot.
It really is.
It just feels like it could be insurmountable for the side of Nigma Galaxy, but when we watch that first series, no lead is ever safe, and you know, it's if they can buy their time. And I saw glimpses of potential, but not when you get caught like this. They've got the snowball, that lands another victory for S4, and he is now in the 3-digit zone of this dual damage. And they've got the net. They have good shards to block in Mikey. There's the walrus punch, but it's a false promise. That orb's still red. He is in trouble. They're diving on the tier 3. They get the kill onto the Pangolier, and they're looking for the Oracle to get a +1. That's going to be 3 years dead on the side of Nigma Galaxy, and this sets them up for what you were talking about, just going up out of the high ground and taking some buildings.
Yeah, they feel very comfortable. They have multiple ways of saving people. Blink, Snowball, Force Staffs, press the attack coming up from Legion Commander. So that's going to be set of barracks, getting the most important target before the fight starts, killing Beastmaster, which didn't have any drums of Slum. And that also means that he's gonna die, especially with the tag team. You blink on top of him, 2-3 heroes, he's gonna die immediately. Yuma, he's getting chased.
Boy. Not getting out, no TP. Another duel, another victory. There has not been a duel he has lost or drawn on, and it is just now 140 damage. S4 having a perfect Legion game.
He's trying, like, I can understand what he's trying to do, get some extra farm on the other side of the map, but Chuen setting things up. He knows that the Faceless Void has been missing. He didn't show for a long time. TP's there. He's like, I'll try to find him, and actually manages to find him. Boots of Travel, Blink Dagger available on him, going into Hex next, so that's going to be their another way of instant initiating. Full Bloodthorn completed on Naga Siren. This is... Oof. Very difficult to come back. Like, they have maybe one more fight left in the tank.
They have Walrus kicked now, so kicking and punching.
MMA Tusk.
Yeah. Oh boy, this might be rough. If they, I mean, they know they just did the Tormentor, but they just can't dive that tier 2 like that. I was gonna say, these heroes are a little bit low. If they had made the move and gotten the dive at the right time.
Earth Spirit picked up the shard from that Tormentor. The Grab Ally ability. Now Geomagnetic Grip can grab Ally, the new Grab Ally, since we removed it from Undying.
Tier 3 is dead.
Gets it.
With that lone last illusion. They smoked on the side of Alliance. They're just sitting here waiting for them to potentially look out and leave. I mean, there's really nowhere for the side of Nigma Galaxy to go. 20,000 net worth lead. We're getting up towards that that key moment of
Mikey moment.
Yeah, where the net worth it
1K.
You know, it's 1K per minute.
Yeah, per minute. Then it's officially over. Uncomebackable if you hit that 1K per minute. MC could be in trouble here.
Snowball, there it is. He's got the punch. He also has the kick. That's going to kick him right into a duel. It just gets so rough. But the Chronosphere, Flame Break, there's the song. BKB, does he have the damage? Pablo in trouble, might die, finally falls. That's at least one. Primal Roar, now some damage. There's slamming. Roll comes in from GH. They've got the Magnetize, the Time Walk forward. They're trying to get the kill here on a hot skin and look for more. They hit the control on an S4. GH going in. He's got the Spirit Vessel on him, so he'll leave from the fight for a moment. Magnetize on all three of these heroes for a second, but they just don't have the chase potential at the moment without GH. So with him rolling north instead of at the heroes, they were able to walk away. And only 2 kills for the side of Nigma Galaxy, both on supports.
Yeah, if Pangolier gets the swashbuckles, like multiple of those in a team fight, that's going to be a lot of damage, slowing them down, burning their mana, be very annoying. And also, Beastmaster, very difficult hero to kill. This was without even using the false promise. So I think they tried, they invested too much. It was dual kick, punch, lasso, dragged him away, and then the rest of the team, Nigma, this time they were ready to back him up.
So everybody back alive now for Alliance. The net worth lead getting cut a little bit.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Charlie with the illusions takes down range barracks and starting to deal some damage onto melee.
there's some like potential in these fights, but it's so difficult. Win probability is 97%, now 96% for Alliance.
Oh yeah, that 1% change, huh?
Hey, you know, it
That's
went
copium
down.
right there.
It's oh gosh, developing some easier ways to get your copium. Show that probability on your screen. As long as there's a green bar there, it's always possible. But with so much of the map just taken over by Alliance, they can continue to just farm up as much as they want. They're going to extend the lead just doing that. Bottom set of racks are gone. Mid, or like you said, the range racks are out of there. So lane's innately pushing mid and bottom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're going to take a top tier 2. They've got Charlie ready to go. And Roche is up in another minute and 30 potentially, so we'll see how long that extra timer is.
Yuma still outside of the base, trying to get some farm. With how the last fight went, seems like Alliance will give them slightly more respect going for the high ground. Charlie will start to use illusions again, try to kill the tier 3 tower, deal some damage to it. But if they want to play this one safe, it is elimination game. This is lower bracket we're talking about. Wait for the next Roche.
Yeah. I don't really think there's any reason not to wait for that Roche. It's not like there's much of a panic at the moment with how much of the map you have to farm. You're still very far ahead of the Faceless Void item-wise in terms of where the Naga Siren sits, and I think getting everybody their next item or so is fine. Especially
Also,
if it's going to
You're controlling most of the map. Naga Siren takes a lot of farm, rest of the team can farm, and they are also not getting that much gold. Like mid lane, they're getting less gold from the range creeps, bottom lane from both melee and range ones, so eventually this net worth is gonna be even more. But Nigma Galaxy, they definitely should try to contest next Roche, which is gonna be on Radiant's side, so start prepping for it.
Start getting ready. Voker making stacks for himself. Throwing down these meteors, just trying to farm what he
Full
can.
efficiency.
Yeah, why not? He's got that Hex. He's going into a Yule's next. Ready to go.
That's a Wind Waker, if I've ever seen one. Against Faceless Void, against Beastmaster Roar. Wants to be that saving guy during the Chronosphere.
So Sunstrike sees the Roche is up. And they're going to start heading towards the pit. Everybody making their way over there, and this is going to be Aegis and Cheese. So it should be theirs. I don't really see Nigma Galaxy having the ability to contest this. Maybe if they
Like,
went
they
for it
don't
and
wanna
got a
do it.
lucky chrono or something like that. Where
Yuma's
just-
drawing on a
yeah.
mini-map, showing where they are, but Mikey, he wants to fix this bottom lane, push it out, but this is going to be a freebie one more time. So, Aegis, Cheese.
Yeah, Aegis for Charlie, Cheese for, well, right now Pablo. And they want to go through top. That's the last tier 3 and racks. Well, you're still the melee racks mid, but you want to go through that top lane. And okay, so they're going to go, and I almost BKB and 4-man smoke. Why not? S4 is kind of away from the team, but he doesn't exactly need to be right there with them, as he's going to take some of these creeps out over mid as well. He'll eventually join up.
Alliance pickoff is really good. Blink Hex from Invoker, Lasso from Hanskin, Blink Duel. What Nigma needs to do, like, they need to hold hands together. They can't allow, like, one guy to show up in the mid lane, someone's going to be bottom, so right now, Alliance going for the high ground. They're starting to deal with those illusions. Now we see the power of Pango. Aghanim Scepter, Shield Crash, and Beastmaster Axes. They immediately kill off the illusions. Even Mikey decided to go for Maelstrom on Pango to deal with those illusions, since it has been buffed in 7.34, because it deals 150 damage, 150% to the illusions.
Yeah, he was able to just clear it out, having that Ags, just using one Shield Crash, so not the worst idea if you're trying to defend this last set of racks, this last tier 3. But you're going up against a second life here on the Naga Siren. The damage is very limited. They finally have the Mjolnir. They're trying to get a Manta style on the Faceless Void, but even then, like, he still needs that item and maybe plus 1.5 more items to feel quite strong here on the Faceless Void, all things considered. And Charlie, he's got a Bloodthorn he could just place on Mikey to make him feel uncomfortable enough to have to walk away from the tier 3 for a second, and Charlie's just going to stand his ground on the high ground. I think he knows that really Chrono may not be enough damage with the control there, and he's got saves.
Took them some time to figure out how they want to siege. They tried with the illusions. That was not working, so Charlie was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it myself. If they use Chrono on him... Ooh, S4, he tried to go for the Blink initiation. But look at the top lane. Charlie, he's ratting.
I don't know if it's exactly ratting when you're this far ahead like this. But, you know... For all intensive purposes, you know, it could be a rat.
It is slow and painful death, it seems.
Yeah, I'm death by 1,000 cuts, made by illusions.
Left of that Aegis. Charlie, a bit low on mana. These swashbuckles, shield crashes, burning his mana constantly.
Radiant are scanning.
They've got the scan.
Yeah, that really showed them.
Yeah, kind of hard to think that Alliance is gonna just back away for free like that. But they didn't go too far, and they're still looking to just take this second Rax up here, this melee Rax. Maybe they can hold him to the timer, but it's still another minute 30 seconds left on this Aegis, like waiting for that timer to expire. I just don't see it. They've got the Blink, they've got the duel. It's going to be onto the Oracle. They'll get the kill there on the Kroki. He's going to buy back immediately. They've got themselves the last one onto the Beastmaster as well. Mind Control caught Chrono on a 3, but again, no follow-up. There's just no damage here for Yuma and the side of Nigma Galaxy in the moment. Beastmaster down to half health. They've got themselves the kick. They have themselves the Aura's Punch as well. And Yuma, well... he's in some trouble as they've got themselves the false promise, but they get the kill on Pablo. That's at least one dead on the side of Alliance and no more mana left on Charlie, so they'll willingly walk away as they got the buyback from Kroki out, and we'll take that.
And the question is whether they want to go in and try to force maybe some extra buyback coming out from him after they killed him. Regeneration. Aegis is going to expire in 40 seconds, so I feel like Charlie's just going to go and try to finish off this last melee barracks. So they will be playing against Mega Creeps.
Yeah. For how long, we'll have to see. Bloodthorn and the duel. Easy kill. He's got buyback, but it's just, it feels so rough. Even if you defend, the gold situation is really just terrible. He's going to buy back, but not before Mind Control dies and has to buy back himself. They've got the silence onto the Faceless Void. The tornado lands again. There's the lasso, killing a Yuma. He doesn't have buyback. Meteor's down, and so is GH. Rolling Thunder is going to hit up the Invoker, but there's not much going on here that's going to look good here for the side of Nigma Galaxy. As they roll, and they've got some control on S4, but there's the snowball save as well as the song. S4 low, but once the Rolling Thunder is over, he's stuck with his ears clogged from the Song of the Siren coming out from Charlie, and the damage coming through into Mikey. They'll get themselves another kill. They look over at GH, even with the BKB, he is just so vulnerable in the fights. They call GG, and they'll get the kill into Mind Control, and the first game goes to Alliance.
Oh man, what a showing from Alliance in the first game. Almost like a perfect game. There was like one messed up fight for them with not like the perfect spell casting, but other than that, Alliance really on point in this first game. And you can see them on camera. They're really hyped up. Pablo, he stood up immediately. I like to see that kind of energy. Charlie also having a perfect game of his own.